Hello and greetings today. I still have been thinking about taking my channel in a new direction. I really want to become a channel that reacts to movies and shows and, something fun like that. So I'm thinking about doing that like soon, like maybe sometime in January. But I just want to talk about like these memories that I have when I first learned that I was pregnant with my daughter. Okay, so I'm going to say at the time that before I learned I was pregnant, but I knew something was going on with me and I knew something wasn't right. Also, at this time, it was so much going on in my household, and I don't really want to go into detail about that. But it's just certain things that you say people get in their feelings, and I don't understand. If I'm saying what I remember and how I felt about some things that happened when I was, back in the day, and I experienced some things with you, it shouldn't hurt your feelings because I'm only just stating the truth. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, Around the time that I found out I was pregnant, so I was going to work every day and I was so sick. Because I used to always ride the Metro bus to work. And I rode the Metro bus to work. For a whole week, I would go and sit in the very back because every day I felt like I had to throw up. One morning I got up and this coworker that I used to work with, which turned out to be a snake at the time, she was just doing everything that I was doing as if she was my age at the time. So one day I said that I wanted something sweet. And I really wanted something sweet, so we stopped at this donut shop before we got on the bus to go to work. And I think I got me 2 glazed donuts like I always get. She got a donut of every flavor. She got a jelly donut, she got a chocolate donut, and she had glaze. And she was just... Anyway, she's another story. Another story time for another day. Because you think people are your friend, they really not. But I had wanted donuts. One morning I wanted something sweet. So I didn't even eat the lunch that I brought from home. That was what I wanted, was those donuts. I woke up 2 days later and I didn't even eat lunch at work the way that I usually eat lunch at work. The only thing that I could honestly keep down was some sherbet ice cream that I bought from the Bush Airport, because that's where I was working at. Some sherbet ice cream and some root beer soda. I'm going to say for 2 weeks, that was all that I could keep down. But in the midst of all that, I kept throwing up. I had got my check and I got paid from working at the airport, and I went to cash my check. When I went to cash my check, I can remember that Popeyes, not Popeyes, but Church's Chicken had this specialty on these it's not chicken wings. Um they had these chicken nuggets at the time that you can get either with French fries or with mashed potatoes. So I went to Fiesta at the time that had a Church's inside of Fiesta, and I bought that food. I also had, because I didn't know I wasn't pregnant. I didn't know that I was pregnant at the time, so I bought something that said it was for nausea. And I also had bought some Pepto-Bismol. Now, I didn't know, and I would end up I didn't take the pills that was for nausea that I bought inside of Fiesta, but I did take the Pepto-Bismol after I ate their church's chicken strips with the mashed potatoes and a big bottle of root beer soda. All of a sudden, I'm gonna say 30 minutes later after I ate, I started feeling like shit. I'm like, I feel like I just ate too much. Not only that, I had the need to get in the tub and take a hot shower because at that point my stomach was aching. My stomach was aching and I felt like I was going to throw up. I got in the tub, I turned on the water on warm hot, and them tell me why I threw up chicken strips, I threw up the mashed potatoes, and I threw up that Pepto-Bismol in the tub. And so I had said that I was going to make me an appointment to go to the doctor after that. The very next day, I went to the doctor, and I was telling the doctor at the time, which was an old white lady. I don't know if she's living. She's the same lady who used to give me exams down there and stuff. She used to be my gynecologist also. So she said after she had took my blood and all that, she's like, well, you don't have a virus. You know, you thought you had a stomach virus, and she's like, but I did give you a pregnancy test, and she's like, she gave me a pregnancy test through the blood test. And she's like, and you are pregnant. And I was like, what? And I just gave her this look like I was just saw a ghost. Because I couldn't believe at the time that she told me. And this was in 2010. I couldn't believe at the time when she told me that I was pregnant. And I don't know. I was happy, but it was some things that was going on around me that made me unhappy. And then at the time in a young woman's life, when they're told that they're going to have a baby, that's supposed to be a happy time in their life. Now, don't get me wrong, I was happy that I was pregnant and I was finally going to have my daughter. But the thing was, it's like my baby daddy at the time, he got on the phone with me and he gonna say to me that I could never take the place of his other baby mama. And then he's gonna say some more cruel things to me, saying, oh, the way that you dress and the way that you wear your hair in that raggedy ponytail every day. And he's like, if I bring you around my people, they're gonna tell me to throw you back where you came from. And I was in such shock. And I told him on the phone to his face, all our friends that work at the Bush Airport are always telling me that you're ugly as fuck. And I'm so pretty, and why did I choose somebody as ugly as you to be with? And I always defend you. He gonna say, as you should. And I'm like, I shouldn't defend you at all, because now I know how you really feel about me. You're gonna tell me that you don't like the way I dress. And you're gonna say that you don't like it that I don't get my nails done, and you don't like the way I wear my hair, and your family go be talking about me, and I'm like, nigga, for 3 months, all I've been doing is coming over there where you stay at, spending time with you. And now I'm pregnant, and you want to sit up here and talk shit. At this time, he had got his own apartment. And that shouldn't have never happened. His mom had helped him get his own apartment. But he started to show his ass after he got his own apartment. And then other things was going on around me that I felt like I shouldn't have had to deal with. Most of all, when me finding out I was pregnant, being sick, I still had to go to work. Whether I felt like shit or not. So, me learning that I was pregnant at that time, and my job at the time was janitorial work. So I had to go in these bathrooms at the Bush Airport and clean up, and my performance was poor. I didn't clean well. I didn't do my job well. And when it was time for everybody to clock out and put their janitorial baskets in the janitor closet, I took my time doing that because I didn't feel good. And I was even throwing up water. And tell me why, like, one of my co-workers turned me in to a supervisor and saying that I didn't do my job well, that I was doing, I don't know. At the time, this black man who was the supervisor had pulled me to the side, and he's like, I know you're a nice person, and I know you wouldn't come to work and had to do your job. He's like, I don't believe her, I believe you. And I'm sorry that she turned you in and trying to get you fired, because she was really trying to get me fired. But I don't know. It's like, let me tell you, being pregnant, it just wasn't easy. I kind of had a high risk pregnancy, even though I was young at the time when I first learned that I was pregnant. I was diagnosed with acid reflux. I was out of there. Before I knew it, I said that I was just going to go on ahead and just quit working, because like, it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out. I got tired of coming to work every day sick. I was throwing up on the metro bus. My bladder was full every day. I couldn't work the way that I usually was working, because like, that was the early stages in the pregnancy. And when you are pregnant, you got to be very careful how you do things. During my whole pregnancy, I ate cinnamon rolls every day for breakfast. I didn't want nothing but something sweet every day. I can remember I had my mom to cook me some greens and some cornbread, and I put some sugar on the cornbread. And that's exactly why my daughter, to this day, she loves anything that's sweet, especially cake icing. But yeah, so like, what I thought was a stomach virus, because I was throwing up everything, was not a stomach virus. It was a baby. But I was pregnant and just didn't know it. But I'm about to end this video. I do have to do some laundry. I have to go in my laundry room and wash some clothes. And I hope y'all enjoyed this content somewhat. And until then, y'all stay blessed.